Shir HaMalos, LeDavid, Lule Adonai Shohoya Lanu, Yoimano Yisrael, Lule Adonai Shohoya Lanu, Bekum Aleinu Adam. Hazai Chaim Belovunu B'charoisa Pambanu, Hazai Hamayim Shutafunu, Nachlo Over Anafshenu, Hazai Over Anafshenu, Hamayim Azidoinim. Baruch Adonai Shaloi Nisanonu Teref L'Shuneim, Nafshenu Kitzipor Nimdel Tomit Pach Yokshim, Pach Nishbar V'Nachnu Nimlotnu, Ezreinu B'Shem Adonai, Oisei Shomayim V'Oretz. Let's give some tzedakah. And let me tell you what I'm referring to. All of us just celebrated the first 2 days of Pesach, the Seder, the Passover Seder. That Seder which means the order, has basically 4 steps. The 4 cups. First one is Kiddush, sanctification of the day, of the holiness of the day. Then we go over to the Haggadah, telling the story of our coming out of Egypt, of the past, as well as the present. Our humble beginnings. How Avraham Avinu had in the beginning, had to battle the world, introduce a revolutionary thought of monotheism. How Yaakov had to go through all his challenges, came down to Egypt, and eventually, after 210 years of slavery, came out of Egypt. And then, we thank God for this. And we drink the second cup. Then we have the festive meal. And we do the Birkat Hamazon, the grace after meal. Finally, to conclude with Hallel. Hallel, giving praise. There's one thing saying thank you, and there's another thing giving praise to Hashem. So this is where I come with my personal situation I had this Pesach. Plan originally was to come and celebrate, my wife and I, with our children, Shluchim of the REBBE in Florida, in Cape Coral. But unfortunately, as soon as we landed on Thursday, started feeling terrible pain in my leg. My local friendly, devoted doctor in Montreal, whom I sent a picture of my foot, called me immediately, emergency, put yourself into ER ASAP. Turned out it was a extremely rapid case of cellulitis that from traveling, from walking in the airport to finding myself on the stretcher in the ER, and I'm told, you're not going out so quickly. I thought I'll be there, they'll give me some intravenous, send me home. Bottom line is I ended up being there for the first 2 days of Seder, Pesach, and thank God, yesterday they let me go home. So I want to say thank you and give praise. Thank you to Hashem for giving me this particular opportunity to make a Seder on different circumstances. Thank you to my wife and my children to be there and making it all possible. You know, we do Kulanu Mesubim. We lean. Yes, I lean throughout the entire Seder in bed. But with the help, with the understanding, with the devotion, with the care, with the sensitivity of the staff, my wife and I were able to make proper Seders. In fact, we even asked around if there's any other Jewish person in the hospital to please join us. Thank God there wasn't. As much as we would have loved having a guest. I was happy not to have a guest under those circumstances. She did find a few Jewish is to have people to give him matzahs before Pesach. So I want to say thank you to my children, to my wife, to the staff. But in addition to it, I want to praise them. So my friends, no, I do not recommend to this special Pesach experience in Cape Coral in a hospital for Seder. But if God forbid somehow you have to be in a hospital, I recommend Cape Coral Hospital. Their care, their kindness, their understanding, although I have no experience whatsoever with religious Jews in the hospital. They accommodate us to the ultimate. And we conclude with Leshana Haba B'Yerushalayim today, this year, now, the Sudas Mashiach, we should all celebrate with Mashiach in Jerusalem.